It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Bears 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 60 or. Switch. Hey, exit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Whip. Watch the whip. Mike, 53.
This is Grant. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make our score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
X3, 218, chop it. Got four down. SOS.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And an alley to run. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Folk connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run on first down. Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Ready, set. 59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59. There's a corner now.
Nixon will try the right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Ready.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Corey Grant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Okay, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Yo, go, go. You ain't got nothing. 5.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ready?
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Go now. 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That's another Bears first down.
Kill.
1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 1. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trevor Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to... The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Corey Grant on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Echo. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41.
2nd and 14. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Folk connects on the extra point. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Look. Wait. All day, every day. Any day. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go, baby.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Put up.
Jackson will throw again. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. He juked him. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
I'm ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. 2nd and 2. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Brian Switzer, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46.
56 is Mike. 56 is the mic. Hey, watch it.
X3, 218, chopper.
No.
Hey, lock it. Hey, zoom. Go. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
On third down. It's Grant, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check, 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 check.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.